Hi everyone, and welcome back to our channel dealing with Canadian immigration law. Today we're diving into a complex legal situation involving visa applications, undisclosed information, and the potential consequences of a material misrepresentation. This is a scenario that many people might face when navigating immigration processes, so let's break it down step by step. So here's the situation. The fake names, namely Albert and Jane, are working on a spousal permanent residency application for Canada. However, there's a catch. During Jane's previous visitor visa application, certain details, like an alias and a past interaction with law enforcement in the United States, were not disclosed. This could lead to a procedural fairness letter from Canadian immigration authorities questioning the validity of the application and potentially resulting in the loss of Jane's visitor visa status in Canada. Let's outline the key legal issues here. Firstly, undisclosed alias. The visitor visa application asked if Jane had ever used another name. An alias June was used during a police interaction in the U.S., but wasn't disclosed. Secondly, undisclosed charges. Jane was briefly detained in the United States for an incident that did not result in a conviction, but this interaction was not mentioned in the visitor visa application. And thirdly, material misrepresentation. If immigration authorities find these omissions significant, they could accuse Jane of misrepresentation, which carries a 5-year ban from Canada. And fourthly, FBI and state clearances. Canadian authorities at times request FBI and state-level police clearances. If the alias or charges appear on these documents, it could raise red flags. If a procedural fairness letter is issued, Albert and Jane will need to respond with strong arguments. They could possibly disclose the alias and charges in the current application to show transparency, argue that the omissions weren't material to the visitor visa approval, highlight that the charges were dropped, meaning that there's no criminal conviction. However, if the authorities are not satisfied with these explanations, Jane could lose her visitor status and face exclusion from Canada. So that's the overview of the legal challenges Albert and Jane are facing. In the second part, we'll discuss the strategies they can use to address these issues and ensure compliance with Canadian immigration laws. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit any notification bell you see to ensure you do not miss the next part. Thank you.